So hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to this edition of Soccer Hub Talks. My name is Ricardo Balbeira. I'm the CEO and founder of Soccer Hub. As many of you already know, Soccer Hub is an online education platform who offers courses, many courses for soccer experts, from coaches to scouts to analysts to managers. Well, just visit us and you will know what kind of offer do we have, okay? So as you know, this is a live event, so you can and should ask questions to our speaker. But before we start, I would like you please to click on the like button if everything is okay with the audio and the video. And also please introduce some information about yourselves, such as the name and the job and the country that you are based in, so we can try to adapt a bit our conversation to your specific needs. So today, monitoring the training process in soccer, we are here with Andrea Riboli. Is the author of the online course that is already available at Soccer Hub called How to Monitor the Training Process in Soccer. I will post the link to the course on the chat box so you can visit it. And also during this webinar and for the next 24 hours, you can get the course with 30% discount using the coupon code @home30. Once again, you will see it on the screen and also you will see it on the chat box. Okay, so in a few seconds I will introduce in the conversation Andrea. Hello, Andrea. Good morning.
Hello, good morning, everyone. It's a pleasure to be here.
Thank you. So my first question, Andrea, and the purpose of this webinar is for our audience can get to know you better. So my question is, could you please talk a bit more about yourself, your career till the moment? How did you get to the point that you are at this moment, please, Andrea?
Okay, I'm a sports scientist and strength and conditioning coach. Since about 10 years, I'm working in professional soccer as a strength and conditioning and sports scientist. I got a PhD some years ago in sports science when I studied the effect of different testing protocols to test different type of athletes, and then I moved to study training load management and especially in soccer. I start my career in strength and conditioning with the youth elite soccer players in Italy with different club. I did an internship in AC Milan some year ago, and then I moved to Atalanta Football Club. I was working for Atalanta Football Club since about 10 years. For the first 2 years in academy for youth soccer players, and then over the last about 7 years, I with the first team, and during this period, I work as strength and conditioning sports scientist. And over the last year, 5 years, I was the head of sports science. Currently, I'm working on different research project about training load management and performance development in soccer. And the aim of the next period about my project was to try to study more in detail some effects of training load management on performance or the development of fitness in soccer players. So currently we are working in this project. So this is mainly my next experiences.
Okay, perfect. So you are a major expert in this specific area, right?
No, I'm not sure. I'm trying to study using research and practice all together to improve my knowledges.
Okay, so let's talk about a bit about your course that you have now available on Soccer Hub. The course it's called How to Monitor the Training Process in Soccer. Can you tell me in a few words what are the main topics of the course and what are the benefits for our students, Andrea?
Okay, firstly, we will speak about testing. So this is one of the most important aspect for a strength and conditioning on the pitch, because testing help to manage the training load on the pitch. Then we will speak about the monitoring process in more detail about what happened on the pitch and what happened into the gym for monitoring strength, heart rate, internal and external load monitoring. And then we will move about the use of different small-sided game or soccer-specific drill to try to increase the intensity during our practice with elite soccer players. These are the main aspect of the course.
Okay, so but uh, uh, I'm a coach. Imagine I'm a coach or a strength and conditioning coach. What I will get from this course? What are the big benefits that I can take out of this course, Andrea?
Firstly, as I said you before, I can understand how utilize different protocols to determine some physiological aspect to train my player using running based exercises, because we will suggest a lot of information about how to manage, for example, the velocity associated with maximal oxygen uptake to try to have benefit from adaptation using running based exercises. Then we will consider which type of parameter are the most useful parameter to better understand the internal and external load during practice, and how to use this information during our practice live during the X training session, how to use this information to manage our drills to try to increase the pitch size, to increase the high intensity activities, to increase the sprinting, how many sprint we can get using a specific small-sided game in a with some specific rule or in that specific pitch size, or try to use different exercise to try to increase the intensity during practice. So these information are based on both practice, because all information are collected during practice, and explain as research, because we will speak about somehow or our latest findings about these factors. So this is a link between practice and research.
Okay, perfect. So one of the shepherd of the courses is velocity associated with maximum oxygen uptake. Can you explain in a few words what this is all about and how this is used in monitoring the training process, Andrea?
Normally, as training conditioning, we utilize this velocity to plan aerobic or anaerobic exercises. So, for example, interval or intermittent running based exercises. So, one of the most important aspects to have an idea about the physiological responses during this type of exercises and to better understand, we use the velocity associated with maximal oxygen uptake to better understand the difference between different testing modalities is have a great importance to plan our exercises during practice in the field.
Okay, and then you talk about monitoring itself. You know, you have a chapter only dedicated to monitoring. Um, can you talk a bit more about the process, the different chapters that you have there, and how is in practice? How we do the monitoring step by step, Andrea? In a few words.
Okay, firstly, we will speak about different part of monitoring. Uh, Monitoring on the pitch, internal
Okay.
and external load, perceived load, monitoring before training session about wellness, how to better understand the wellness of our player using different scales. We will speak also about the monitoring of the strength and power into the gym. So we will consider the monitoring at 360 degrees from when a player come into the training ground. We need to better understand how he feel, how his wellness, and then he move into the gym. We need to monitoring the process using strength training and power training into the gym, and we need to monitor the training process into the pitch using heart rate, external load, and then we need to better understand how they feel after the training and the day after. And so we will consider
Okay.
whole part of the monitoring process.
Okay. Perfect. Also, you talk about small-sided games, right? Why did you talk about this subject in the course, Andrea?
Over the last year, we published some paper about this topic. So, because we work a lot using small-sided games into our practice, we try to collect a lot of information about this, and we share this information about how to plan a small-sided game using a specific area per player to replicate the match demand using this type of soccer-specific drill. So, the aim of this part will be to better understand how to manage the pitch size or the area per player during most of the game to increase the intensity of our soccer specific drill, trying to reducing the gap between the training, the external loading during the training and the matches. So we will speak about how to manage all this information to try to increase the intensity of our training sessions using small sided game.
Okay, perfect. Of course, the purpose of this webinar is not to go deep on the content because it's very dense.
Okay.
There is a lot of content on the course. I had the opportunity to see all the course, and it's very well structured with a lot of information, a lot of articles also to read. So I recommend this course to everyone. Just to know that the first two lessons are open, so you can go and take a peek at the course and see if it is interesting for you. Andrea, just to finish, what are your plans for the future? You said that you will now be involved in a kind of an investigation process or program. Can you tell me a bit more about it, Andrea?
Oh, we are working about some different project. I can give you an idea of the next project. The
Okay.
first one will be to suggest how to utilize small set games with respect to match demand in youth soccer players in all different categories, because this could be useful for practitioners that work also with youth soccer players. And then we are trying to better understand the effects of different training load on performance development with elite soccer players. So this will be the aim of the next project.
Okay, Andrea. Thank you very much for your time. Don't forget that during the next 24 hours, we'll be having a discount on the course of Andrea Riboli. You just have to use the coupon code @home30 to get that discount. Once again, Andrea, thank you very much for your time. Best of wishes to you and for you guys, all of you guys there in Italy. I hope that everything goes well in the future. Once again, thank you very much and see you soon, Andrea.
Thank you very much for you and the whole audience.